Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have created a tier list of the skill tree and also a breakdown of the skill tree. This skill tree that you see in front of you, it took me a whole lot of time to create. So I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe if you guys do enjoy the video. I will be doing a tier list breakdown of the skill tree, why each one of these skills is more important than others. This is also going to be coming from a person who is heavily invested in extraction shooters like Tarkov. I've been heavily invested in it since 2018, having over 2,000 hours. I understand that this will be subjective based on the type of playstyle that you have. This is going to be more geared towards players who are looking for PvP rather than PvE. Also, I will be putting the template of this in the description so that way you can go make your own. Feel free to let me know what you disagree with in the comments or what you agree with. And let's get into the video. I'm going to be going in order, basically from survival, mobility, and then conditioning. There's a total of 50, so we're going to start from the bottom right and move our way to the left. This is going to be based on number one, survivability skills, right? More chances you're able to use the ability, the higher of a skill in the skill tree it will be. Okay, number one, increase crouch movement speed. I would put this B tier, just because I can see how that will be useful in starting to engage a fight, right? If you're able to move faster while crouched, you might be able to approach the enemy quicker and more silently, which can give you an advantage. So I would put that in B tier. Increase crouch stamina regen. I would put that at C, maybe even D tier. I don't see how this is going to be super helpful. I'll put it in C for now. Ability to craft and raid. This is probably going to be an A tier. Just because there's going to be a lot of times I remember in this server slam where I needed to craft bandages, but I couldn't, even though I had the material to be able to craft it. So I just had to extract. So this would be definitely A tier. Stamina regen is faster while healing. I really like this. I'll probably put this at like S or A. I'll probably put it at A just because I'm uncertain about it. Basically, if you're really hurt and you're low on stamina and you use a bandage, then guess what? Now you're healing and you're stamina regenning quicker, which makes it to where you get an advantage in a fight. So to be able to move around, reposition, stuff like that. Container loot is revealed faster. I would probably put this at like, I don't know, like I want to put a D. I might put it to a C. I'm not sure. I don't see how this is gonna be. Yeah, this is kind of useless in a way. Less noise while looting. Yeah, I'll probably D tier because I really do not care if I'm making noise while looting. Less movement noise while hurt. Yeah, I'll probably put that at a C. That's kind of useless. I could see how that's useful in fights. Like, especially when you're really hurt and you don't want to give away your position. Maybe you repositioned and you don't want to give away your position and you're trying to heal. So I can see how that could be useful. I'll probably still put it at a C though. Stamina regen is less affected while overweight. I'll probably put that at a B or an A. That kind of falls in the convenience and also being able to bring more stuff back to your stash every raid. So that means you can have more weapons and carry more weapons back and be able to run away to extraction safely and faster. So I'll put that, probably say at a, probably put that at an A. Okay, unlock additional items to craft and raid. I don't know what those items will be. I don't see how that's going to be more helpful than the first one because I feel like with the ability to craft and raid is going to be bandages and shield regenerators. Maybe this is just bigger bandages and more shield regenerators, which can be pretty helpful, but harder to do because you're not going to have the resources to be able to do so in raid like you would be in the first one. So I'll probably put this one at like a B. Increases max weight you can carry. This one's huge. It just really depends on how much it increases your max weight. So it would go between S and A. And yeah, I'll probably keep it at an A now. I'll probably put it like top A. Maybe almost S, just depending. Small chance of finding additional field crafted items when looting players. I'll probably put this at a B just because, you know, when you're really hurt, sometimes you really need those extra meds, and finding it on a player could be the deciding factor between you surviving or dying to a third party. I'll probably put this at a B. It is a small chance. If it was a higher chance, I'll probably put it at an A. Mines and explosives can be diffused when close to them. I'll probably put this at a C. Just because when people put mines and explosives, they put them in a place where it's like right when you turn a corner, or right when you take a zip line, so you don't even have a chance to do that. Or you could just shoot them from far away. What's the point of diffusing them? Unless you can diffuse them and take them, that would be kind of cool. Although that would put it in a B, but I'm not sure about it. For number 15, lets you breach security lockers. This one is really good because there's going to be these security lockers that need a explosive to open. But with this ability, it's going to let you be able to open it without a explosive. But the problem with this is going to be, it's going to take a whole lot of points to get there. I believe 36 points in survival to get there. So just for that reason alone, I would probably put it at C tier. Otherwise, I would put it in A tier or B tier. C tier for now. For the next ability, and the first one in mobility, climb and vault quicker. This one's huge because I noticed in the service slam, when you try to climb and vault, it's very slow. Especially when you're in a fight and you're vaulting to try to finish off somebody, they could literally finish you off while you're vaulting, even if you're full health. So this one's going to be huge. I'll probably put this one in, I want to say A tier, to be honest. Just because it's going to be crucial in fighting. A tier, possibly B tier. For the next one, movement costs less stamina. Definitely S tier without a doubt. Going to be the most important ability that you can use or level up. And it's early on in the skill tree, so definitely S tier. Slide further and faster. I would put this in A tier. It's useful, but not really. It's not gonna be good in fights as much, because rolling, you don't really slide in fights. You roll. I'll probably put this at A tier, possibly B tier. I'll probably put this in B tier because it makes more sense there. Increase max stamina, S tier. Those two go hand in hand. Take less fall damage. Fall damage is really not that bad in the game. It's actually very minimal in the service slam, so I'll probably put this in B tier, maybe even C tier. I'll keep it in B for now. After dodge, sprinting doesn't consume stamina for a short time, I'll probably put this in A tier, because I could see how the sweats really use this to go much further in distance on the same amount of stamina bar. So this, I feel like this can be really abused in terms of stamina, which is going to be good if you master it. So I'll probably put this at A tier. Stamina regenerates while walking the same as if you were standing. This one's huge, because now you're going to be able to, I'll probably put this in S tier, because you're going to be able to regen the same as if you're standing still while walking, which means that you can cover much longer distance in shorter time. And that's going to be huge. Dodge rolls cost less stamina. Yeah, that's huge. Especially with how much it costs in the server slam. I mean, if you do a couple of dodge rolls, that's your whole stamina. But with this, even if it gives you one or two extra ones, that's going to be the deciding factor between losing a fight or winning a fight. Crawl faster while downed. Maybe C tier. I don't really... Yeah, C tier. Maybe B tier. Probably put it top of C tier, almost B. Because this can be useful in a fight, or if you're like in a group and you need your teammates to revive you, you can crawl faster to them, which can be the deciding factor between you dying or being alive. Can wall leap further? I don't understand this one at all. I don't even know what wall leap is. Is it when you fall and you're able to pick up a ledge? So this means that you can pick up on a ledge and climb it from a further distance. This could be good, but I'll probably put this in like second C tier, if that's really what it means. You can spring, dodge, roll further. Huge. Absolutely huge. S tier. Vaulting not slowed down by exhaustion. I'll probably put this in D tier. Or bottom of C tier. Timing window to roll while falling is increased. I never was actually able to roll while falling. I don't know if there was a bug or what, but I just kept spamming that every time I would fall, and it never actually worked, and I just took more damage. So I'll probably put this in D tier. Ability to jump at the end of a vault. I don't really get this. I don't even know how this is gonna look like. But since this is a 1-point skill, I'll probably put it in C. Vaulting no longer costs stamina. This can be big because I had a lot of times where I was trying to just constantly vault over rocks and I would just have to wait and sit there until I regain stam. I'll put this in top of C tier. Your hearing is less affected by explosions. Absolutely useless. D tier. I'll probably put it in F if I could. This one's very small. Says wearing a shield does not slow you down as much. This can be huge because I remember having a medium shield really cost me a lot in terms of movement speed compared to a light shield. And I actually was very annoyed by it. When I went back to light shield, I'd always noticed a difference. So I'll probably put this in A tier. When hurt in combat, regain a fixed amount of stamina. S tier. S tier, S tier, S tier. Just because not having enough stamina in a fight is literally like how you die. Or if you're getting shot at from the back while you're running and you're about to run out of stamina, or you are out of stamina, this will give you enough stamina to be able to go around a corner and actually heal up. So this is huge. This is something that you're going to use every single round, possibly multiple times around. So S tier. Make less noise while breaching. Probably put this at like top of... It is pretty annoying. I don't know how much this is going to help, but maybe some PvE players will go for this, but not PvP players. PvP players are not really going to care about this because they would rather put their points elsewhere. Breaching takes less time. I will put it in B tier as well, with makes less noise while breaching. When critically hurt, stamina regens faster. Put this in definite S tier because when you are in a fight, stamina regeneration is going to be a huge deciding factor in you staying alive or dying. They go hand in hand. So S tier. No stamina cost when using first roll after shield breaks. That's kind of pointless, but it is a 1-point tier, and I can see how that's helpful. So I'll probably put this in top of B tier. When down, it takes longer till you collapse. Actually, I'll put this in top of C. Breaching generates resources. I don't understand what this means at all. How does that even make sense? Breaching generates resources. Probably put this in D tier. Melee costs less stamina. Absolutely useless. D. When downed, you take less damage. I will put this in C tier next to when down, it takes longer until you collapse. Equipped weapon has less impact on encumbrance. I'll put this one at B tier. I'll put it in top of B tier. Well, if let's say you have a weapon that's 7 pounds, this means that you're able to just carry 7 pounds more or 5 pounds more. This doesn't even say that it has no impact on encumbrance. So actually, I'll just put this on the bottom of B tier because it's possibly going to just remove a few pounds off you. Deal more melee damage to drones. Yeah. Put this at C tier. I want to put it in D tier, but I'll keep it in C. When you're critically hurt, your health regens until a certain limit. Now, this is the number one. This is, I feel like, the #1 skill in the skill tree, and it's at the very end of conditioning, which means that it's going to take 36 points to try to get this in conditioning. Wasp and turrets take 1 melee hit to destroy. I'll put this in C tier. Alright, so this is what the skill tree looks like before the tier list, and here's what it looks like after the tier list. Mobility's got the most amounts of S's and the least amounts of D's. And then conditioning is second up with 3 S's. Then survival has 0 S's. But survival does have 5 A's, which is more A's than mobility and conditioning combined. So just off the top of my head, this is what I would be going for once the game launches. This is not thought out or anything like that. This is just off the top of the head. I would go for A here, climb and bulk quicker, then movement costs less stamina, increase max stamina, and then after dodge, sprinting doesn't consume stamina for a short time. Then dodge rolls cost less stamina, and then you can spring dodge roll further. And then I would stop there for now, and then I would go over to conditioning. Take wearing a shield does not slow you down. Then your hearing is less affected by nearby explosions. Sadly, I really don't want this thing, but I have to get it in order for me to go for these 2 S's, which I really want. So then I will go when hurt in combat, regain a fixed amount of stamina. When critically hurt, stamina regens faster. And I would stop there, and then possibly I would go through here, take this B, B, S, and then I will come here, and then I would take these here all the way up until ability to craft and raid, because I really want this here. And then stamina regen is faster while healing. Keep in mind here, the very end of the skill trees for each one of these are a C, except for one. This one here is an S. When you're critically hurt, your health regens until a limit. Now this is the biggest skill that you can learn, in my opinion, out of everything here. So you have to go through a lot of these terrible skills to be able to get there, and I think it's totally worth it. Because let's say you are hurt and you have 10 to 20 health left, right? You're gonna regen your shield as you're healing your health at the same time, right? And you can just take some time, even if you don't have any bandages. If you don't have any bandages, no problem. This might heal you to 60, 70, 80%, depending on where that limit is. And you can get back in the fight. This can be huge, right? So this is totally worth it to go through these terrible ones to get there. So yeah, this is my video, guys. If you guys really like this video, why not give it a like, maybe even subscribe. I'm thinking about doing more Arc Raider content just because I completely love this game. It's been a very long time since I actually really liked the game, and this was a hit for me. Once I played the Server Slam, I was completely addicted. I actually played 36 hours in the Server Slam, which is a lot. I went ahead and pre-ordered the deluxe edition. I will try to find videos, ideas for you guys that have not been done before, things that are very useful that you can really learn from and apply to your games. So if you did like it, go ahead and subscribe. It will encourage me to go ahead and make more videos for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.